It's sunrise and another beautiful day here in SimCity. It's time to play some more SimCity online. Welcome back to the basement, the friendliest place on YouTube. We are in Wrangler's Rest, and we're going to take a look at this city here and see what we can do with it. Actually, what we're going to do to start with is just build a very basic city, and it's actually going to serve as a bit of a tutorial on how to make money quick and easy early on in the game with your first city. This isn't the first city of the region, but I just figured it'd be a fun little tutorial to walk through anyway. The point of this city eventually is going to be to show how it changes when an arcology is built here. An arcology is a towering pinnacle of human architecture, requires skilled workers and resources. This dense ecosystem contains everything necessary to sustain a massive community. Sims live here, but many of them will commute to cities in the region to work, go to school, or shop. And that means we can have lots of jobs and lots of shops in our city and not need a whole lot of residents. So that'll be a fun transformation. But for now, we're just going to build the vanilla version of the city. Okay, the first thing you want to do is you want to grab, well, the very first thing you want to do is you want to check the wind. I happen to know that the wind is blowing towards the bottom of the screen right now. We're going to build a lot of roads that run parallel with the wind, and we're going to put the dirtiest stuff downwind and the cleanest stuff, like where residents want to live, upwind. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our medium density avenue. This is the cheapest avenue that we have, and we're going to extend it straight off of our starting avenue. Let's limit ourselves to 10 grand here because we only have 50 to start, and we don't want to go too bananas right off the bat. But it's better to have avenue here in the beginning than to try and upgrade later. Can we get it exactly 10,000? I doubt it. 10,005. Close enough. I got an extra $5 bill. Okay, now we're going to switch to our dirt roads, which are nice and cheap, and we're going to actually pause the game. Now, one mistake that people make is they build too many roads. Another mistake they make is that they build too many services too quickly. What we're going to do is we're going to start with dirt roads, simple zoning, and no services. Where are my road guides? I do want to go to that line. Okay, so there's 3 grand. And we can now go to actually our square tool. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to measure a little more precisely than that. Okay, so if you go out about 440, you can get away with 436 on perfectly flat land. 440 is usually safe. If it's not flat, I'm going to go with 442. Then you can fit high density buildings back to back across from there. Okay? So that's how we're going to build those. However, to start, we're just interested in money. So we're not going to do that 440 trick. Can we afford to bulldoze this? I think we can. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that. They're not going to be 440 apart to start with, and that will be okay. Instead, we're just going to put them the recommended amount of space apart according to the game. So here we go. There's one. And these are costing us, what, about 3 grand a pop to build. So let's not build too many of them. Maybe just one more after this. And then we'll get to zoning so we can start making money. Roads overlap. It'll be fine if we go that way, apparently. Okay. All right. So industry is going to go on the end. And let's get directly overhead here so we can see what we're doing. We could put it there, and we could probably... Industry brings in good money, so we'll probably go like this. And put some on the ends here. Now, I'm not going to time-lapse this. At least I don't think I'm going to much, or cut much, because I want to sort of demonstrate the growth of the city. So that anyone who is using this as kind of a tip or tips and tricks video or a guide can hear the thought process the whole way through. And also anyone who's not, but just wants to see how an arcology affects things can sort of see that. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to build some pockets of commercial for the residentials to go to. And the rest of this is going to be filled in with residential once we're done putting in a little bit of commercial here. I'm putting in 3 clicks. You know, you could do 2 or 4 like that if you want. It's not really that big a deal. Okay, and then I'm going to try and split the distance from here to here in half for some more residential. I'm sorry, some more commercial. So that looks close-ish. Let's get both sides of the street here. Maybe we'll want to cheat a little towards this side. Actually, I think we want to be closer to the avenue because the people living between here and here can choose which way to go. So I probably should be cheating a little further towards the avenue. We'll see how that works, okay? And then if we just put in a single click on the edges here, then we can avoid zoning directly on the avenue, and all of our zoning then is parallel, other than the industry at the very end of the block. Okay, it's hard to tell the difference between green and blue with this particular filter. So let's try a different one. Orange and gray, you are fired. Let's try teal and orange. Resume game. Okay, let's bring up our zones. Much better. Okay, we're gonna zone all this in, and then before we even put a single service in, we're gonna let this develop. Oh, and look, time is actually going right now. That can happen sometimes when you go into the menu and you come out. It'll go back to 1 speed, to turtle speed. Is that what it's called? Turtle speed. And that's fine. Give this a chance to develop. These commercial zones are coming in hot. Okay, let's tip the camera a little bit, just a little bit. And crank up the speed and let things go. Now, people will start to complain about a lack of services, and that's okay. Look, see, water is already yellow. So let's put a tier 1 water tower, because you won't have anything else unlocked at this point, down. Now, I don't see a lot of dark blue. There's not a lot of water on this map, so we're going to have to do what we can about that just as quick as we can. Let's put it right here. We can start with there, okay? Then we'll crank up time a bit. We've got about 16 grand in the bank. Yeah, they're going to want power. So wind power is a great way to start. It's nice and cheap. We actually have a decent amount of wind around here, it looks like, 14 miles an hour. So let's just plop this somewhere convenient for the people. Okay. And then they'll want sewage outflow pipe pretty soon too. And we're gonna just stick that as far into the corner as we can. I'm gonna go ahead and anticipate that right now. Can we build this out diagonal without destroying that one factory? No, not exactly. But we can go like this a little bit, and then like this. Nope. Can we do it from here? Too close to existing intersection. Well, you gotta be like that, game. All right, we'll just build all the way into the corner that we can. And we'll drop a sewage outflow pipe right here. Gross. Ugh, can you hear that? It's doing its thing. Okay. All right, city's developing nicely. Look, we've got 500 people. We're collecting taxes. By the way, set your taxes to 12. This is low wealth. And you may not have this option if you don't have a town hall in your region yet. That's here. So you can build one of those and then do taxes, but that's just gonna take up space here, so I don't wanna build it. And look, our commercial zones developed faster than our residential zones, but our residential zones will continue to pour in. Look, we're already making 3,700 an hour, and we're barely even broken a sweat. What is the unhappiness here? Who's unhappy? What makes us unhappy? We could use some freight shipments. Freight shipments. Yeah, I'll bet you could. Maybe this industry could work harder. If we check our demand, RCI demand down here. We see that we have demand for residential, and that's about it. So people should continue moving in the zoned spaces that are not yet taken up. And look at all these cute little houses. This is an active family here. Lots of kids. They do not seem ultra happy. We're okay. Well, go shopping. Get a job. Something. Now, one of the first things we're going to want to upgrade is our sewage system, actually. We'll want to put in a sewage treatment plant. Those cost $64,000, but they return clean, potable water to the water table. And we could use some water in our water table. Or we're probably going to plunk that. If we take a look at our water map, is here? Here, I think. Maybe here. I could see that working. Okay, so right now we're doing good. We've got enough electricity. We've got enough water. We've got enough sewage capacity. We do not have any trash. So we're gonna need to stick some trash somewhere. Because we're making so much money, we can go ahead and put in some more roads. And I'm thinking this might be just the perfect spot for the dump. Do we want to put in an avenue here? Maybe. That's going to cost us some scratch, and it's going to take out this one factory here. Right? Are you a factory? No, you're not. Okay, perfect. It's nighttime. Night has fallen. I say we go ahead and put in our avenue now while we're thinking about it. Yeah. And then can we stick trash here? We can stick it right here. That's perfect. Boom. Okay, now I built that a little early because we have 0 garbage cans collected per day. I could have waited until we had more garbage cans. In fact, I probably should have, but whatever. We'll just be patient. We won't be as patient. We're already making fine money. We've got in more residents than people normally do this early in the game, if they're playing the way that comes naturally to them. So I think we're in pretty good shape. I want to build here. There we go. A little hard to see at night, but that's okay. Where's the edge of the road here? All right, so our little town's growing. 6,600 people. We got some factories. Let's check on things. We have 600 unemployed people, so we're gonna need some more industry. Let's go ahead and zone a bunch of industry here. And I'm not sure why this is showing up as residential. That should be industrial. So what I think we're gonna wanna do is increase our industrial capacity a bit here, so we have a bit better balance. Is that the end of it? That is the end of it. Ooh, and we do not want to build all the way down to the trash plant, so we'll go like this. I'm holding control to fill in the space there. If you hold control and then click, you see, you don't just get one at a time, but you get the whole deal. That's control. Okay, now we're swimming in industry. No one should have any complaints as far as joblessness. As soon as those factories start hiring. Okay, and how are we doing for shoppers? We do have some unsatisfied shoppers, but we don't have any unsold goods. So that means we need more commercial and more industrial. Well, we just built more industrial. Ooh, and we got students too. Oh, and we're gonna need a fire station. Okay, so things are happening quickly now. What I would do, if I were you, is I would build a small fire station and put a bell on it so people can go do what they need to do. But we need to make sure that we can put out fires here in the industrial sector. So maybe we're going to stick this like toward the middle of things, maybe like right here. I'm thinking about how we're going to need to expand this too. Okay, that's pretty good. That's going to cost us a lot of money. Dispatch tower. Boom, right there. Not enough simoleons. How much does it cost? 10,000. I'll have enough right now. That's how, just how fast we're making money. Okay, so that should keep that stuff under control. We're gonna want to build... Yeah, this isn't a very good tutorial because... Well, because reasons. We'll stick this up here next to this power plant. As soon as we have the money for it. Education's important. Helps your Sims do good at life. When we build an oil power plant, I wonder if we'll stick it down here. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. We are gonna plop down the school just as soon as we can. And we'll do it over here. We could be making more money. Maybe I should zone some more people. Let's start with some commercial. Everybody loves commercial. Although it does bring crime. We're gonna have to be worried about police soon. There we go. And we'll do the same thing over here. We gotta get closer to the avenue. What a boring city. So far. It's okay though. We're making money, and that's the point. We need to make some money. We need to raise some funds big time. In order to do all the things that we want to do. And the nice thing is when these buildings get happy and they go up in money and happiness and then density, that like sticks to the land a little bit, I think. So we could delete all the roads and all the buildings and then upgrade and be totally fine. Speaking of upgrade, let's plop down our school. What's going on with this? Fire service is slow. No, it's not. Quiet, you. Okay, let's plop this here. And before we spend all of our money, are we doing okay with everything? Power is questionable. It's gonna be bad soon. Water and sewer are still fine. But our power is gonna run out. We're at 1.3 right now and these houses are building. So let's preempt that by adding a big windmill. You won't have these available in the early game. Let's see, 5.1 or 15 for 20. So we're gonna go ahead and, that's a better deal. We're gonna build one of those. And then yes, what I want to do, is while it's night, I'm gonna wait for the street to be abandoned, and then we're gonna pause time. Come on, everyone get off that street. There we go, right there. I don't know if that matters or not. Okay, and we're gonna take out this road and put in an avenue. It's bad for those factories. Terminal, in fact. They gone. But now we have avenue the whole way through. And we could even theoretically, on pause time, get some medium density factories going. Too many deaths. Oh dear, I suppose we're gonna have to put in a clinic. Probably a hospital. All right, let's go ahead and do that down here. We may end up with some medium... Not enough simoleons. 120,000. Well, we'll get there soon enough. 400 an hour, that's no problem. You know what, in fact, let's take out a bond. We're making so much money, we can afford it. Easily. Okay, let's build the hospital right Yeah. Is it gonna give us some medium wealth? Folks, I suppose it will. That's okay. We can handle a few. Alright, maybe we should put in a wellness van. No one wants to live right across from the hospital anyway. Though apparently these people do. Let's put in 2. Not enough simoleons. How much do they cost? 1's enough. 30,000. Oh, we're almost there. I don't know if it's the best use of our funds, but we do still have 2 more bonds, so we can bail ourselves out if we need to. Oh, that takes out that house. I guess we'll stick it here. We got money? We got money. Okay. Alright, so things are rolling along nicely. We're up to 18,000 people. We're making $7 grand an hour, despite the fact that we have really good fire service, although it is just 1 truck. And now a great hospital. It's got some work to do. There's a lot of injured people out there. There's a lot of sick people out there. Hopefully education's starting to build up. It's not really. Oh, and we do have no police station. We got some crime going on. How much does this cost? $95,000. Let's go ahead and take out another bond. And we'll plop this bad boy down. Why not right next to the old... Let's see, but where are we going to stick the detective units? We're going to stick them off the back. Do I put that there or here? I put it here. We put it here. Don't argue with me. Can we afford a detective unit? 60,000. We only have 30. And now we're only making $6 grand an hour. We better speed up time. We're too aggressive. We got plenty of electricity. We got enough water for now. We got enough sewer for now. We are going to want to build a sewer treatment plant. Where I said we would want to. So the question is, do we do that or a detective unit? And do we consider taking out the last bond to do it? Let's live dangerously. Let's take out all 3 bonds. Okay. And let's put it to good use by building ourselves a sewage treatment plant. Now, where's that water table again? All right, so we're going to stick it right here. If I just do a regular road here, can I upgrade this fully? I can. So let's bring up the water table again. We'll do it like this, so it stays up. Okay, then we could put the water pumping station on the other side. That is the water pumping station. We don't want that. We want this. Okay, so we'll put this about here. Okay, and then we'll just build out to this so it can start working. Okay, and then we're also going to build a detective unit to help keep crime at bay. We'll go off the back since Azure's been crying about that all the livelong day. We'll go like that. And do we need a... Yeah, response time instant. We probably want that. Put that there. Alright, we're down to 40,000. We're only making 4,800 an hour. And we've taken all 3 bonds out. So we'll want to pay those back when we can. The first one's got 101 on it. Okay, now Sewage is complaining at me because this is obsolete. This is doing all the heavy lifting now, and we want it to. Whoo, look how bad traffic is getting on this road. Alright, we're making 5,300 an hour, that's a good sign. That sewage, now we're adding this to the water table, instead of just dumping poop onto the ground like we were here. Speaking of dumping poop onto the ground, let's bulldoze this thing, get rid of this road, and plant some trees here. There's probably a little bit of ground pollution accumulated already, even though that didn't stay put very long. There, that's better. That'll help. That'll help with all that. Okay. Who's this that's unhappy here? What's your problem? Leaving this town full of death. Yeah, well, we just put in a hospital, man. You gotta have patience. You know what? You don't like it? Jackson? There. Now you don't gotta worry about it anymore. Oh, look, we have an abandoned house. Too many deaths. Well, I bulldoze you. How's our trash doing? Oh, it's 10 p.m. and we're not picking up all the trash cans. That's because traffic is terrible. Look at this. We could send more trucks out there, but I think it's probably time to upgrade the roads. Let's check our density map. And no one's ready to expand yet. So I think it'd be okay to upgrade the roads and we won't have any negative consequences of density. We're gonna do every other one. We're upgrading from low dirt to low density asphalt to medium density there. See that? And the reason we're going to upgrade every other one is because we're going to end up deleting these when these go up in density. They can't go up in density until they have a bigger road. How are these factories doing down here? Freight is selling really well. We need somewhere to ship our freight. Our workers are dying. Please help. Oh, sorry. I'm not going to help. 9 tons out of 70 capacity at the dump. We'll add an incinerator as soon as that starts to get a little too full. How are our medium wealth folks doing? They're doing well. They're doing well. They're doing well. Okay, apparently they don't need any medium wealth shopping. Although we could probably stand, well, I don't think we have enough actually to justify putting any anywhere. All right, city's doing good. It's too early to see a difference in the water table, I'm guessing. Ooh, although I do see a little bit of accumulation here. So this is dumping water in, and it's flowing to this pool area here, and we'll stick a water pump there later. Hey, this is doing pretty well. It's still nice and dark. Alrighty, well, I won't do anything in between the cuts. I'll cut in if something happens, otherwise I'm just gonna let stuff go up in density. I'll show you what that looks like once things start developing on their own. If there's any problems, I'll cut in and address the problems and let you know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna cut to when the city starts growing past this 27,000 neighborhood we've been parked at for a while. All right, cutting in real quick here. We haven't had an increase in population really, but we have had an increase in funds. So we're gonna pay back one of these bonds. And now we're making more per hour because we're not paying the interest on that bond any longer. And also, this is complaining. Lots of health issues. Yeah, you know, give it time. Do we want to consider building an extra ambulance? 9 of 63 injured treated per day. Well, the waiting room's not full, although the patients being treated is full. Maybe we need to add an extra ambulance for 15K, ouch. And then maybe an extra treatment room. Patient room wing, additional patient rooms, enough capacity to care for the entire region. 40,000, 1,400 an hour. We're gonna wait on that. All right, back to just letting things run. I'll cut in if something interesting happens. Ooh, you know what I see? I see developing factories here. These are gonna be high-tech factories. See, this is a low-tech factory, right? Right. This is gonna be a high-tech factory, well, a medium-tech factory. And the reason that's happening is because we have tech and education flowing through our city due to all the education that we've got in place here. Let's look at it this way. So you can see the tech, we're almost to 1 yellow gear out of 3. And we've got 1 mortarboard out of 5. And no one over here is enrolled. We're probably going to want to build an extra school. But this one's not complaining about being overly full yet, so I'm not too worried about it at this point. All right, we're still at 20,000. The new factories are a nice sign, but I'm anxious for medium density commercial and residential. So I'm gonna let this run some more, and I'll cut back in if there's any problems to address or any updates or growth to report. All right, we do have a medium density factory building now. This is not medium tech, this is medium density. So let's watch this thing go up. All right, there it is, our first medium tech factory. It's looking pretty good. I like the tiered brick here, sort of giving it a facade of being a differently shaped building, even though the roof is here. Look, we got crude industrial. It's not a vacant factory. It's a hair glue factory. It's closed, it needs workers, but it looks like a lot of people are maybe seeking employment there. Look at this great logo. Crude industrial. Very nice. It's not closed. Oh, it is closed. It needs workers. Okay, well that's okay. Look, we've got another factory going up here, and we've got so much money we can pay off another bond. In fact, we almost have enough to pay back both. We just need another 24,000 for that one. So in 4 hours, 4 hours of game time, we'll be able to do it. Look, here's another medium tech factory. Nope. That's a fire station. Here's another medium tech factory. Well, the population hasn't gone up, but the jobs have gone up. We still have 1,600 unemployed, though. You don't want to have unemployed for too long, unless you have nice low taxes, which we don't, or you'll end up with a homeless population in your city. Which, nothing against homeless people personally, but a lot of the Sims in your city don't really care for that. They hang out in the parks, you know, and they bring down the land value in the game. That's the way the mechanic works. So we've actually lost a little bit of population though. We're down to 26,952 instead of 27,000. But that's okay. Just have patience. We'll keep making money. And speaking of making money, we're up to 6,500 an hour, but we're going to pay this off. And then we'll be at 7,200 per hour. We are making bank. Let's check the happiness map. This is a great way to get a very quick glance at what parts of your map are doing well and what are not. See, we have some unhappy medium wealth residents here because they can't get to any shopping, which makes sense to me. Maybe the time has come for us to put in a little bit of commercial down here. Okay, we'll go ahead and keep that as a house. We're going to need that there in order to support one medium wealth shop, which can hopefully build right here. Get rid of these little dealy deals. And we'll see if a shop pops up there. Yes, it does. Okay, good. Now, if I hit B, I go into my bulldoze, and I can check out rubble by clicking on that. Look, there was a building fire there. There's only one piece of rubble. We can see it right there, and now there's 0. We have 3 abandoned buildings. Business fire, or a fire. It didn't destroy that house, but it did cause it to go abandoned. Those will rebuild eventually on their own, or you can just get rid of them before they can drag down the land value too much. If you're okay with micromanaging, as long as I've got your ear, I may as well check out the trash service and see what's going on here. We're picking up 751 well, that's halfway by 7 p.m., so we need more trucks. That much is clear. And how expensive are these? Oh, they're only $5,000. That's not bad. Okay, I say we put them on the far side. And then how's our capacity here? We're at 30 tons out of 70. So we're going to need to add an incinerator at some point. But we don't need to be spending that 300 an hour right now. In fact, I'd rather spend an additional 100 an hour on another pair of trucks. So we're up to 6 trucks from 2. Hopefully that will help with the collection rate. We probably are going to struggle to get it all by 6 a.m. tomorrow, today's trash. But we should be okay in the days after that, and no one has too much of a build-up. There's quite a bit at the school, but that's to be expected. A lot of people pass through there. None of these piles are red, or even dark brown. Is that one dark brown? None of them are red, so that's okay. I wish I had garbage collection every day. Actually, that's not true, I don't. That'd be too much garbage truck traffic, IMO. City burning. Don't be so dramatic. It's fine. We've got a fire truck. Look, we put out 9 fires yesterday. 9 fires a day. 11 of 15 fires extinguished per day. That's not terrible. We could add an extra truck, and maybe we will at some point. Actually, you know what might be smart is to get rid of the truck and add a helicopter. That only costs $1,400 an hour. We'd still be making $6 grand an hour. And I'll bet this would, like, take care of everything. Let's do it. Okay, so when that truck comes home, that one right there, we'll get rid of this garage. Look, there goes the helicopter, putting out some fires there. So he doesn't have to wait for traffic or anything. See that? Brilliant. You do need an airport in the region for that. So if you haven't done that yet, you don't have the option. There are also police helicopters, but I'm not too worried about crime. It doesn't seem to be an issue. There's no crimes committed per day and no criminals at large, because we got 5 of them locked up. 2 deaths per day. Okay, we're treating most of the sick and most of the injured every day, so I'm glad we didn't build that extra patient room. That'd be too expensive. We might want to consider building another school. Yeah, like maybe down here. That might be pretty smart. I'm gonna do it. Holy smokes, that brought us down to 7 grand. But we're still making 5K an hour. And we have all 3 bonds available. Look, there's another big factory. That's good. We'll get more jobs this way. Why are we stuck at 27,000 people? You know why? I know why. Do you know why? It's because taxes are too high on the residents. Let's drop this to 7. Oh, we're losing $1,600 an hour. That won't do. Wait, that's not 7. We dropped it by 7. Okay, look, we're making $192 an hour. It's not much. But these residents are going to get real happy real quick with the 7% tax rate instead of 12. Budget problems loom. I don't think so. It's just reacting to my negative income that I had when the taxes were at 5. All right, we're going to let this rock and roll for a bit, and if residential or commercial buildings start upgrading to medium density, I will cut in and let you know. If there's a problem that needs to be addressed, I will also cut in and let you know that. I'm thinking we might want to throw the incinerator on here. Except that's going to put us in the red, so not yet. Oh look, we have upgrades though. These commercial buildings are upgrading to medium density. So let's watch these 2 build. Alright, there's one complete. It's a vacant business. Kind of a cool looking building. I like the ooh, low cost services. What's it called? Occidental Tourist Travel Agency. What do we got here? Gulati Struts and Shocks. Low cost businesses. I like this little alley in here too. That's sharp. Not a bad looking building. There are great places to shop, like this huge monstrosity right next to me. Oh, but look, we're getting some big residents now too. Look, Dull Pearl Apartments, Jerome Extended Stay, and here goes our population. We're gonna see, and here goes our money too. Okay, so you know what? The time has come to put an incinerator on here, because we're at 46 out of 70 tons, and the amount of trash getting picked up and dumped off there every day is only gonna grow. Okay, how we doing for power? We're okay still. How we doing for water? Ooh. Not quite enough, and we don't have enough simoleons to build this thing. Okay. How much do these cost? 3,500. Now we have enough. Okay, do we put it right here? Or, put it down here, maybe. Get rid of one of these commercials. Yeah, right there. It's a bit of a balancing act. But we got everything covered. Look, we picked up all the garbage cans in a single day. 21 out of 22 fires extinguished per day. Only 2 deaths per day. 0 crimes committed per day. 1,856 out of 1,862 students enrolled. That's pretty good. And we still have 760 unemployed people. But we're taxing the residents less. We still don't have any homeless. And here come some more jobs. How's the water table doing underneath the city's sewage treatment facility? We did just look at the water table, didn't we? Hey, what happened to our dark blue circle that was here? We just need more sewage. That's the problem. We'll get there. Power-wise. How are we doing power-wise? Yeah, we're doing okay still. What we'll probably do next is delete this little spinny guy and put up this big sideways spinny guy. Another one. Alright, I'm gonna let it keep going. We'll see what happens. Maybe I will time that lapse this so you guys can keep an eye on it. As soon as we have a problem, I'll cut back in. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're at 46,000 people. We've got issues. Hold on, pause. What's going on here? We don't have enough electricity. Look, that's creating problems. Those people are going to get real upset. Okay, here's what we need to do to fix that. We need to edit our power plant. We need to get rid of this. We got one of these. Come on, just waiting. Waiting to be ready. You ready? You ready. Okay. Okay, we're back in the surplus now. And you know what, just to be safe, maybe let's build a few more. Because we're up to $200,000 now, so we'll just slap a couple of these down. Okay, also water issues. Water is available from the region now, 55 kilograms. Let's buy some from our neighbors. Who can we buy some from? Silicon Flats. Where's that coming from? Over here. Thanks, Silicon Flats. Thank you, Azure Alliance. I needed that. Water is good. Power, we don't need to buy their power. Sewer, we don't need to buy their sewer, although they do have plenty. We'll just keep using our own sewage so we can pump water into our water table. Although power is tempting. 139 megawatts available. You know what? We're going to buy electricity. That'll be cheaper for us. That'll help us raise funds. Okay, so that means I could turn that off. And electricity will come in from the region. Yes, electricity is coming in from the region, okay? Water is coming in from the region. Okay, that's real good. We're gonna keep pumping our own sewage though. So we can add water to the water table. Look, we're still in the green, but I'd like to add another one of these. Now that we're saving so much money, on water and power, we can afford to spend some more money on that. And let's see, are we getting any dark blue over here yet? No, not yet. I think that is growing though. Is that growing? Is that bigger? Might be bigger, not sure. Oh, and you know what? We can turn this off. Because we're buying water. And we can turn this off. In fact, you know what? We can even bulldoze them. We'll bulldoze them, we'll rezone. We'll squeeze in a few more people or shops or whatever, and that'll be great. Okay, I think it's commercial here. Yes, indeedy duty. Excuse me. Why you no cooperate? Okay, and some residential right here. Boom, boom. All right, let's run through everything now. We're buying electricity from the region, so that should stay at 0, as long as we don't exceed the supply, which we won't. We're buying water from the region, same deal. We're pumping our own sewage over here, hoping to grow that water table. We're doing okay on trash. We're picking it all up in a day, although it is 1 a.m. So let's add another pair of trucks. And as education actually gets real strong, we may think about adding a recycling plant. We don't have any recycling bins yet, but that's just because we don't offer recycling. I'll bet they would take us up on that since they're educated, but we'll let it go a little while longer. Let's see, fire, putting out all the buildings. 3 deaths per day. That's not quite as good as it was before. Something to keep an eye on. That may just be fluctuating. And crime's in fine shape. Do we have unemployment? Holy smokes, we have 1,000 people unemployed. Is that creating any homeless people? Not yet. We are taxing the residents lowly. So I know 1 is the maximum happiness, so I think 4 is still really happy. And that will be great for our residents. It will help them grow. And we're still making money. And we got $200,000. And we don't have any outstanding debt. So we're doing good. I'm gonna let this run some more. And cut back in a little later. Oh, what's going on here? Not enough places to ship freight. Well, that's too bad for you. That's the only abandoned building, though. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. All right, we'll let this ride. Alrighty, we're at $55,383,000. 55,000 is the population. And unemployment still continues to be a problem, so I have an idea on how to address that. We've got 1,381 unemployed. We've got people upgrading on these medium density streets, and they're gonna keep upgrading. So what we need to do is we need to make this avenue high density so that these industrials can go up to a high density building. Now the problem with that plan is that they're not ready to upgrade. The solution is to lower taxes on the industrial. Okay, so let's go 7%. We're still making money, and we have 400,000 in the bank. It's time to go to high density with these avenues here. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. I might stop the recording and just let the city run for a while. We'll see. The development does tend to get slow here, and look, this traffic is bad, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade these two. That shouldn't affect anything zoning-wise. But then I'll start recording again when I have an update for you. I do want to finish this city in this video so that you have a good idea of how things go when there's not an ecology down the road. Arcology. Do we even need to bother upgrading this part? I don't know. And we'll do it in front of the school too, why not? Yeah, so expect a hard cut here, fade to black or something. And the city might look not very different, but the numbers might look a bit different when I cut back. So, see you soon. Alrighty, I've been running the city for quite a bit of time, making little changes over time, and here we are at 200,000 people. We're in year 7, I believe, October of year 6. And we've raised $42 million. So what we're going to do now is we're going to declare this Great Works site to be an arcology. That costs us $1 million, and we have to send over metal, alloy, and TVs. Lots of TVs. So build. We just paid $1 million. And we're going to let this think for a bit. Ooh, here we go. Okay. Sign up to contribute resources to help construction. So I could send metal or alloy or TVs. Well, let's send alloy. And you know what? Let's send metal. Okay, so now that I've signed up to do those things, and I have an alloy lot already, I think I put that on use locally. And we'll see what happens. Because this is, here, there's 10 tons of alloy right there. So let's see what happens when that moves. If it ends up going to the arcology or not. All right, alloy is moving into here. And there it goes. Where's it going? See, I see the alloy truck right there. It picked up from the trade depot, even though I set it to use locally. So we're going to get the first 10 of our 1,000 tons of alloy, if I'm right about this. So we can't build this thing all out of recycled material. That's going to take 100 loads, which is probably 50 to 100 days. Yeah, it looks like it's turning in. Yep. Okay. Maybe that takes time to update. But I think the point here is that we could build a trade port I don't think we can send stuff to it via train. But we could put metal lots on this thing. Let's see, if I put it as close as I can, then I get 1 lot. And if I move it over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then I get 2 lots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should give us 3. This will hurt the population a bit. Let's do metal. We do have some homeless. I raised the taxes to 12%, and we don't have any unemployment, but I ended up with 40 homeless folks anyway. This is metal, right? Yeah, this is metal. So I think what we have to do is we have to import all of this, and then once it's full, set it to use locally. Is it going to end up at the arcology if I leave it on import? There goes some more alloy. Okay, 30. So maybe I don't have to babysit this and alternate between import and use locally. There's 40. Let's watch these trucks here. There's 50. So it seems like maybe it's only going up. Maybe I was mistaken about that. Once it gets to 300, we'll leave it alone for a while and see if anything happens. It's too bad you can't just pay to have the stuff delivered straight to the arcology. Apparently you have to deliver it to yourself and then send it out from your city. It's like maybe if you guys have some parents or parents-in-law that order something on Amazon for you, but instead of shipping it directly to you, they ship it to themselves and then they mail it to you. I may or may not have some parents-in-law like that. It's cute, though. If there's a better way to do this, someone should let me know. Okay, while that's importing, let's check on this. It still says we don't have any alloy. That just doesn't seem right to me. We can see the metal being delivered. I think we would have enough money. Let's see, 2,800 tons at what, $10,000 a ton? Or 10 tons? $18,000 per 10 tons. Yeah, see, we're driving up the price. So it's 280 times 18,000, which would be $500,000. Yeah, so no problem. The alloy will be more expensive. Okay, 270, 280, 270. Interesting. So it does seem to be leaving. Okay, we're at 300. Let's see if we have any more metal trucks. There's an oil truck. What's he doing? Delivering to storage lot. Came from delivery truck garage. Putting oil in the power plant. I wish it just came by train. Okay, what do I see these metal trucks doing? Pause. There he is, right there. Delivering to the Great Works site. Okay, cool. So I can just import. And it'll use locally. So, what that means, I think, is that we can let this run. And I wish I had room for one more port on there. I'd put a metal. But it's okay. We'll just wait until, or I'd put an alloy. We'll just wait until the metal's done. So I wonder if the servers will update here. Oh look, it says we got 2 deliveries of alloy. So maybe we can just let this rock and roll. This city's pretty stable. Let's check it out. We're doing okay for power. Water's on the edge, but it's been holding steady. Sewage is fine. That's got 100% treated, no ground accumulation. That one's even better. We're picking up all the trash and recycling every day, and the recycling is providing alloy to the Great Works site. No buildings burned down, 2 deaths per day, 0 crimes committed per day with only 3 criminals at large. This is after letting it run and run and run and not really interfering. Although I did get a couple of residences saying that they couldn't find shops. Oh, look how unhappy this factory is. Going out of business. Why? Why would that be the case? I wonder why they are. I don't know. I did get rid of a commercial building. It was very unhappy. Had no shoppers. Yeah, so anyway, I think the city is stable enough. I'm going to let it ride for a while, and I'll keep an eye on the money from here. We're making almost $14,000 an hour, but we're also buying metal to export. So, yeah, I'm going to cut the recording here, and I'll cut back with an update. Alrighty, well, we have put all of the metal and alloy into the Great Works site that we need. So now the time has come to change these metal lots to export, so we can change them over to TV lots once they're empty, and send those over to the arcology. So we are now in October of year 7. It didn't actually take as long as I thought it would, and I'll output lots full. Oh, we need more delivery trucks here. Put that there. That needs to get over to here. Oh, you know why it is? It's because we're not exporting. It's because, yeah, but we built all of 1,000 tons of alloy for the Great Works site there. From recycling. So that's pretty impressive. And then the 2,800 tons of metal were just from, we imported all of the metal and sent it out. So now what's going on with the trash here? It's probably the recycling. Yeah, it's this being too full. But that's empty. So we're going to send alloy from here to here and export it, and that will be fine. And then checking on this place, we're going to start putting in TV lots. Yeah, there's nothing here. So we'll get rid of this and put in a TV lot. 10,000 crates is how many it holds. So we're going to start importing that. That cost us $126,500. And how many TVs do we need here? 60,000 crates. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. We should be able to afford this fine. We actually did make a little money while sending all of the metal and alloy over to the arcology. So, you know, I was worried that the Great Works site was going to be more difficult than this. It turns out all it does is take time. So once this gets up to 10,000, then we won't be able to import anymore. So, in fact, it may be a good time for me to say that I will start sending TVs. There we go. We are now able to send TVs. And 60,000, so we could fill this 6 times and empty it. Or we could make more lots. This is down to 10 tons of metal. So once that's at 0, how much does it cost to build one of these? $20,000 and $150 an hour. I mean, why not, right? We could at least do 2. Okay, so we're importing TVs and we're sending TVs. That's fantastic. This is doing better. And I don't think we're actually going to need to keep 2 delivery trucks. How much does this cost? $100 an hour. Yeah, we could turn that off now. And we should be all set. I think the only thing going on with the trash is the recycling deal. Yeah. That's not true anymore, though. That should go away now. Okay, so we'll just send the TVs over. Okay, so I'm just going to let this run. And when it's done, we're ready to begin phase 2, which I believe is construction. Then I'll cut back in and show that to you guys so you can see it. Alrighty, well, it seems as though we shipped all of the TVs over and now construction has begun. We're 5% in. We have 300 out of 300 workers working on the construction site with the materials. So that didn't actually take all that long. I guess we can set our TVs to export now instead of use locally. Get a little money back. We didn't even dip below 40 million that I saw. Although I wasn't looking at it the whole time. And yeah, that's pretty exciting. So looks like those TVs are getting exported, and this alloy should as well. So we're in good shape there. The city will keep making money. Let's keep an eye on this. We'll see how long this takes. Let's see, it's 7:08 in January of year 9. So I'll just crank this up to speed 3, and we'll watch this and time-lapse it, I guess. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see how long I record. I might just cut. Well, that was easy. That went quicker than I thought. Arcology, regional benefits, shoppers. Building this towering pinnacle of human architecture requires skilled workers and resources. The dense ecosystem contains everything necessary to sustain a massive community. Sims live here, but many of them will commute to cities in the region to work, or go to school, or shop. So we ought to be able to build a lot of industry and commercial in our city, and even like max out a university if we wanted to, but I don't think we need to because we have all the research projects done already. Shoppers, workers, students. Okay, let's cut the ribbon. Magnificent. That's my first great works in SimCity ever. And I did it in an online region with Azure, but I basically did it myself. I sent all the alloy, all the metal, all the TVs, and I didn't get a donation to start my city. And I did it from one city. And then I sent all the workers over there and then just simulated it on the server until it was done. Arcology, construction breaks ground, construction underway. Completed. Sims flock to the world's biggest block party. Okay, so I'm gonna stop recording for now, but when I resume, we're gonna see what we can do with this city. We'll reduce the population greatly. We'll send the population we do have into high wealth, and then we'll build just a ton of commercial and a ton of industrial, and we'll see how it goes. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you soon. Probably this same video, this same episode. I don't think I'm going to split this up, but I am going to take a break from recording and split it up in real life for myself. So thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye. Welcome back to Wrangler's Rest. We are ready to transform this city because of the presence of this arcology. But first, we're going to have a look at a couple of cities. Let's see. I want to make sure I look at the right ones. We have Baronius and Helium Plain. Let's take a look at Helium Plain real quick. And then we have exciting things to do with Wrangler's Rest. All right, Helium Plain. It's nighttime. It's barely midnight. So I'll speed up time, but I don't know if we'll be in here long enough to... Holy smokes, what is going on here? Oil well, oil well, oil well, oil well. Refinery, refinery, refinery. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 refineries. These look like V8 engines. That's a lot. Oh, and look. What'd I say? 12, 13, 14. What's wrong with this one? Producing plastic. It just looks darker than the rest. So these are all producing plastic. Here are the trade ports. Oh, and there's another one. So 15. And oil wells pulling oil out of the ground. 16 refineries. There's the garbage dump. And then we have a residential zone here. He crammed 423,000 people in here. What is this? This is the Petroleum HQ, fully upgraded. So that's what we're going with here in this city is took all the oil out of the ground while still pulling it out, turning it into plastic. Look at all this sewage treatment. Must have an excess of sewage treatment. Well, you'd think so, but what's happening here is it's all going to this one, right? And this one. It's hard to get them to distribute evenly. What is this? 2 recycling centers we need. A fully updated oil power plant and another one. So providing a lot of utilities to this section of the region, and also producing a lot of plastic. Look at this plastic sales. 27, 27, 167, 27, 27, 27. Monthly transactions, $4.35 million. Selling, I think, probably plastic. So that's a lot of plastic. Taxes set appropriately. Expensive, wow. Even the specialization outweighs the power, which is pretty massive. So there's a lot going on in this city. 325 milliwatt excess is barely out of the yellow into the green. Water we're buying from a different city. Waste we're providing on our own here. Trash and recycling are 9 and 8,000 a day, picking everything up. Looks like that's good. No fires burned down. No deaths. No crimes. No criminals. And a basically perfectly educated. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 community colleges for 400,000 people. Yeah, that seems about right. Pretty good stuff. I want to take a look at Baronius as well, because that was helium plane, right? Let's take a look. We'll pop in a region mode here. Helium plane, okay? So where's Baronius? This Titan Nexus is providing utilities, so we can shut ours off here, and providing utilities also to this Great Works. There's Silicon Flats. There's Farbluff. Fairbluff, Emisakura, Eagle Overlook, Azure Nexus, Claim Overlook, Mayor Wanted. No one's claimed that. Lake Nexus, Baronius. Baronius is down here next to our first city and our 4th city, Mesquite and Hickory Ridge. Let's check on Baronius and see what it's up to. And again, we're at midnight, so I'll speed up time. We'll see if we're in here long enough to see it in the day. I am hitting all sorts of wrong buttons here. Okay. What do we have going on here? Let's get an overhead look. Whatever this is, it's quite tall. Omega Co. That's probably like what we're doing. Yeah, Omega Co factory. How do I check on Omega Co? That's a specialization, right? So if we look at the Omega Co map, let's see, ore. There's some ore in the city. I guess that's part of Omega Co, and so is oil. Ground pollution, yeah. Air pollution, yeah. Okay, all tucked away there. What is this? That's an Omega Co factory. Okay, Omega Co, Omega map. Gold member status, bought Omega Co goods with drones. Owned by Omega Co. These are commercial buildings. Gold member, those are residential buildings. Interesting, okay. Crude oil processors, raw ore, Omega. These little red pillars are Omega. Interesting. I've never explored this part of the game here before. Okay, drones map. Oh yes, are these crime drones? These guys killing criminals? Or arresting criminals before they commit crimes? Let's see. Omega Heavy Truck, restocking Omega Co. industrial buildings. Came from Omega production line. Okay, and what's this? Futurization map. Industrial 87%, commercial 36%, residential 19%. Overall, 27% futuristic. So that is a fully upgraded Omega Co. I want to see, though, like a futuristic... Oh, Maglev station. Got it. So these are the mass transit trains that are elevated above the city. Yeah, 300,000 people making $100,000 an hour in taxes. And something else, presumably. Omega Co. is 97 of that. Wow. So not a bad way to make some scratch. Interesting stuff. Nice dense layout for the interesting topography too, right? There's some hills here, and yet we're still taking full advantage of this plateau. Building the roads up there well. How is there a little nub right here? This is outside the city, right? It's weird to me that these streets are sticking out outside of the city, and then we have whatever's going on here. Some weird clipping. This looks like an avenue. And yet it must be the highway that leaves the city. Right? Here's the nub that you start with. That makes sense. But why is there one here and one here when that's not where the city boundary is? That's very weird. Azure, if you care to comment, let me know if you know what's going on with there. Hey, look! There's my ugly city he's got to look at next to us. That's the first one, I believe, that we made. All right. Enough of that. Let's get back to Wrangler's Rest. We got some important things to do. We're going to turn some of our residential into high wealth and then delete the rest of them. Just bulldoze a bunch. So, also we can get rid of, I think, power, water, and sewer. Let's try that. So there's a ton available in the region. So we're gonna buy from Titan Nexus. Yeah, 3,792. Okay, we'll also buy water, and we'll buy sewage capacity to send it over there. Okay? So we're buying sewage, we're buying water, buying electricity, which means that we ought to be able to turn ours off. Off. You know what, actually? Let's run them. But let's turn off local deliveries. Okay, and then we'll set this to export because this is holding a bunch of oil. And then once that's empty, we can bulldoze it. And once the power factories, what are they called? Power plants are empty, we can get rid of those. We'll turn this on. Well, we already have it on. We're gonna get a lot of passengers, a lot of tourists from that. Okay, so let's see. Let's take a look at our RCI map here real quick. And think about how we want to do things. This is not really industrial here, although it shouldn't matter. Because that road just doesn't need to exist. Why do we have homeless people? I've been raising too much money. Oh, but this is down to 9. Let's turn it down to 7. All right, this is worried about electricity, but that's only because we've turned off local deliveries and we're gonna run out of oil eventually. Okay, so people come into the city here. So I'm kind of thinking, let's not bulldoze this yet. Let's just turn it off. 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 More sewage, off. more water off. We added some to try and help send water and sewage to the arcology. So we want to keep our recycling plant. And we want to keep our trash, which makes sense. We're going to want a lot more industry and commercial, and a lot less residential. And I'm thinking this can all be high wealth residential. So we're going to have some work to do here. Whoops, sky view. Okay, so I'm gonna let these run for a bit. Wow, those run out fast when we have that many burners. And I'm gonna give this some thought and see what I want to do. I was thinking I might just try and pack a bunch of high wealth residential up here. I don't think we have any pollution going on up here. And so this might be a good place to put it, just above this highway that comes in. Let's check our pollution maps. Ground pollution, totally clean. It's all down here, okay. And wind pollution, totally fine. It's all down here with the exception of the power plants there. And germs. We're germ-free up here, despite the fact that there's the treatment plant. The wind is blowing down, right? Right. And there's no radioactivity anywhere or anything. Yeah, so I think that should be a pretty easy transition. My only question is, am I just going to delete everything and start over? I'll probably leave the industrial. But I would like to have, I think, all avenues. What's going on here? Manage, export. Oh yeah, TVs. We can get rid of that. We're done providing TVs to the arcology. What's this? Oh, this is for, okay, you know what? We're going to turn that off. And this is not anywhere near full. So because this isn't Llama Hound, municipal bus, make 100 trips within a year. Okay, cool. We are going to build some bus depots. I guess this will all become commercial. I mean, we'll put a bunch of industrial here, and then we'll put commercial further up. Do I have, how many homeless people do I have? 2. That's not bad. Okay, and note the visitors here. The visitors is orange, and the locals are green. And notice also the population wealth. It's all low. We can't get that to graph over here. It's just a pie graph here. But that's all low. Oops, I lost my mouse. No medium, no high. So it's going to be quite the transformation, I think. We're down to 19 out of 2,000, down to 163. We're going to delete this one as soon as it's gone. Two, 0, out. Generating 0 megawatts. Turn you off. Bulldoze, gone. See you later, adios. How's this doing? This is empty. Turn you off. And gone. Should we put commercial down here? Should we put a little casino down here? No, that's going to create a lot of crime. But we need these people to be able to go somewhere, so I'm going to have to build a robust road up to here instead of just this dirt road that a zillion people are walking along. Speaking of this, we can get rid of this. And this. Yes. And the other 2 as well. Sewage treatment plan, gone. Water pumping station, gone. Look how much money we're making. No, we're not ready to bulldoze that yet. We want to make sure there's no oil left when we bulldoze it. Otherwise, it all ends up on the ground. I think we might delete everything or almost everything. We can keep this avenue here. And the garbage dump. And, you know, the factory's built on the far side of this avenue. And we'll keep the recycling plant. Does that create negative land value? Yes, it does. Okay, we are going to have to think about services. How many people do we have in jail? Just 4. We do have 25 people being treated at the hospital currently, so that's going to be a bummer to kick them all out. But you know, it is what it is. How do we get this number low? I guess we just wait and we watch. It's down to 0, right? Yeah. 0 megawatts per day. Off. Kablamo. See you later. We loved it when taxes were low. Yeah, they are. They're at 7%. I think they were at 4 before. Speaking of which, we could go ahead and adjust that while we're thinking about it. We're going to want 10 from those, 11 from these, and 12 from all these. But it's not really going to matter since we won't have any low or medium wealth residents locally living in the city. I'm not sure why this road is still here. Do we keep the hospital? I guess we could. We could keep the services. Yeah, I think we probably do. We just make do. We put as many rich people up here as we can. Keeping in mind, of course, we are going to have to export 27. Okay, let's go ahead and add a trade port again. Even though I already got rid of it. Trade depot, excuse me. Because that's plenty. Get rid of you. Put in an alloy. Set it to export. And we'll be good to go. I'm not even sure we'll... Yeah, no, we'll keep this road here. Okay. All right, so... has the time come? I think it has. We're going to be a wrecking ball here. We're going to get rid of some stuff here. Okay? So... cannot bulldoze on fire. Well, isn't that just great? We're going to have to get that fixed. Doesn't seem to be on fire anymore. Yeah, we could delete that now. We've got plenty of money. I was going to say we could turn taxes up to 20%, but I just don't think it's necessary. All right. Getting rid of the community college? Yes, because that's not going to be residential anymore. Oh my goodness, we're getting rid of so much. What a disaster. Ooh. Losing population like flies. Okay, we want the garbage to stay there. Yeah, and those industries can stay there actually too. We are going to get rid of this. And this. And this. And this. And this. Okay. What are these? Those are wellness centers. Those can stay. We don't need this commercial or these commercials. What are these? Little commercials. And any zoning that remains, we'll want to get rid of. Okay, so here we have Oh, the little bus guy. We're going to get rid of that too. Okay. Then we could probably get rid of some of these roads here. Okay. And what's this? More commercial. Look, we have a few stranded vehicles. What you doing, buddy? Just driving around in the field? Way out in the middle of nowhere? Seems to be what you're doing. What are these people doing? Not a whole lot. Oh, they're gone. Okay, population 0. Okay, now the transformation begins. First, we want to think about getting rid of this road and this road. We'll keep the train station. We'll keep all this industry. Let's plant some trees. Because yuck. Can we get rid of some of these little parklets? We do not want to bulldoze the garbage dump, no. Okay, where are those trees at? You see how bad the ground pollution is here, right? Alrighty, trees planted. Let's build some avenues. We will upgrade these to high density in due time. If I put one here, can I fit a park here? Yes, I can. Also, while I'm doing this, I'm going to want to put a couple of parks here. So I know where to put the next avenue. Okay. Avenue. And let's go ahead and go like this. Okay, now let's turn the road guides off. And we want the next one to be just right up against these parks. Not too perfect though, because there could be some terrain here I don't want to run into problems with. Okay, now let's see how far apart these are with one of these. 494. 494. 494. 494. Okay, pretty consistent. So if we go 500, that ought to be enough. Ooh, are we going to be able to stick this here? Too close to existing intersection. You are the intersection. Right, wellness fans? Just in case you're the problem. I can't believe that doesn't work. What's creating that intersection? This is the intersection right here. It doesn't like that either. Are we gonna have to delete the hospital? Wait, why is there an intersection of roads here? Ah. There we go. And that don't work. But this might. Roads overlap. Too close to existing intersection. Boy, is that dumb. I want to hear anyway. I think we'll just delete the hospital. People don't live here anymore anyway. What if we just let time run for a second? See what this does. Will it drop to 0 real quick? Seems to be dropping. We'll let that drop and we'll let the trees soak up some pollution. Okay, 490 something. 496, that will do. That one connects just fine, of course. $18. You're dropping pretty slow. Let's just turn you off. Closed by mayor. Yes, indeed. You're gonna go away. Okay, now we ought to be able to build our road. Roads overlap. I think it still sees the hospital a little bit there. Can't delete that. Can delete that. Can we do this now? Yes. Fine. Pause. Okay. Let's do another 494 here. $490 something anyway. That works with that just fine. This comes all the way down just fine. Okay, we got ourselves a nice little area here. Delete the parks. Okay, I don't see any reason to keep these community colleges here for now. There's only 19 people in that one. And there's 0 people in that one. So we're keeping the fire station, the trade port, the recycling center, the garbage, and all these factories, including this fire station, which is important and notable. Okay, so how much of this should be what? I think we'll put all the residential to this side. Okay, first we want to get the land value ridiculous. So let's turn on the land value map. And let's get some high wealth parks. Tiered urban green space. See, if we put one here, that should mitigate some of the problem there. I can't put that there because of the police station. Maybe we'll end up moving the police station. How many criminals are in here? 1. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Okay, what were we putting in? Simple walkways? Simple walkways. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff. And these residentials won't have to travel very far. To the places that they love. Okay, now can we stick something different here? Oh yeah, that's enough. Okay. That should be good, actually. Can we get rid of this? Let's see what the land value does here. Yes. However, We want something with a low hourly. How about a fountain? Let's see, where do we need to stick it? Closer to that or that? That's plenty. Just like that. Okay, so this is all going to be then high wealth, residential. Okay, and we'll start with medium. Yeah, the question is, how much of this do we want to be industrial? Let's get rid of this zoning here. We're going to have to tinker with this, I think. Here we have medium shopping. And we'll also have low shopping. No access to region. It's right there, dingus. Okay, so let's see about if we have... this much medium commercial, 440, then let's go to, oh, I don't know, 920. And the rest of that could be industrial? Maybe. What we'll do to start is we'll zone commercial all the way to that road from the main road. So this whole section here, and then we'll put in some industrial here, but we won't go all the way to here, and we'll see how we want to fill that out. Okay, so let's do the zoning real quick here. All right, and then maybe we'll leave the industrial alone for now. Where are we going to stick? We can stick more residential this way if we want. And then how do we want these visitors to get up? Probably right here. How small can we get that bridge? Perfectly small, it appears. Okay, so people will come in and travel up here, and they can go this way to commercial, this way to industrial. We're also going to want to stick a couple of buses. We should probably stick a bus stop here, and we could maybe stick a bus stop here. Let's see about that. Would that work? We want the big boy. That does fit. And I think we can add garages. Oh, it barely fits. We should make this road a bit bigger. Just go all the way to there. And then we could put the bus as far down as possible and maybe add another thing to that if we need to. We'll see. How far over can we go with this? We can go to here. There's already a lot of buses. Okay, oh look, we can't build the bus terminals off the back there, but we can here. Interesting. Must be too hilly right here. So we'll have to stick this one, like, here. I think. Wow, that's a lot of buses already. Okay. All right, well, let's run. Let's run the simulation, and we'll think about where to place things as we go. Do we want the cops down here? Maybe we want them right here. I think that might make a lot of sense. We'll see how expandable this is off the back. Yeah, that's a weird place intersection-wise. See, they'll turn right out of here and then left onto that avenue. That might make a lot of sense. We can't expand off the back there. So you know what? Maybe we'll put it right here. Yes. Yes-ish. Okay. Let's put a couple of detective dealies down. 1, 2. And we don't need any extra jails yet. We do want the dispatch tower. We could put that here. Now we can put a couple of helicopters here. Okay. We are going to need a hospital. And the locals are here. So I think we stick the hospital maybe down this way. Yes, I know. 6 Sims. Let's stick it here. Okay, we'll get a couple of wellness vans right off the bat. 1, 2. And we don't need any extra anything else right now. Trash should actually go down, I think. Let's turn off one of the, oh, you know what? They're gonna have a hard time getting all the way up here to pick up trash, but whatever. They have to pick up trash from this area too, so we'll just let it ride. Now we want these Richie Riches to go up fast. So let's do that. Doesn't matter that we're losing money. We have such a bankroll. And look at this already. That's going to be a lot of high wealth commercial for these little mansions. Oh well. It'll balance out eventually. We only have 54 people living here. We have all these services. How's this doing? Okay, what we're going to need with this bus station. Where'd it go? Do we put in the bus station? I think we forgot. Do we take out a couple of these commercials? This is a really good spot. Okay, so we got to max out on these. If we put them behind, does that prevent us from zoning there? Because we do have room for more, but they got to go here. It might prevent us from going to high density here. That's okay. Alright, so we have one fully outfitted bus stop and a train station that I'm sure is going to rock out. Check out the old population panel. Look, we plummeted. Even our visitors are down. 22,000 in May. That has switched dramatically, and so is this. Where do we have low wealth Sims? Impossible. Where would they even live? Okay, and we do have some bus stops already down here, which is good. The rich Sims don't really take the bus, so I think I'll just dot these around a bit. Okay, do we make this maybe about a third commercial? We do want visitors from the arcology. We're gonna have to get them here somehow. And jobs and shopping is going to be the way to do it. And education. All right, we'll see how that does. Speaking of education, maybe we should plop down a university, like a real one. Desks 800, desks 500 for 500 an hour. Yeah, that's $2 a desk. That's $1 a desk. I don't see any problem putting that there. And maybe we'll end up putting one here. But we don't need to do it right away. Can't fit one there because of those buses. That's okay. Let's upgrade this road. As far as we can. I realize I'm covering my mouth and I'm sitting far away from where these buses seem confused. I'm covering my mouth and I'm leaning away from the microphone while I'm thinking hard about this new kind of city that I've never... Wow, that was a close-up view of this tower from the next city over. Oh no, that's the arcology. Yeah, how is the arcology doing? Wow, it's got a population of 1.7 million. It's sending out 664,331 shoppers and workers, and 415,000 students. And we're only losing $9.99 an hour now? That's incredible. Let's build another... Is that because of the shopping? Let's build another school right away, because I think people are going to be flocking in. And if I know this, yeah, they like, okay, they're happy. We need freight to operate. These buildings are great. We need freight now. Dude, it's on its way. Chill out. We not have enough industry? Look, we're building industry right here. Just chill. I don't know how we're... Oh, it's a lot of commercial and industrial taxes. That makes sense. Okay, I want these guys to go up in density. As soon as they hit medium, we'll upgrade these roads so that they can hit high. And we got a little space to work with here. We got a little space to work with here. We could even put like processor factories down here, and workers could commute in and work. And then the depot with the train connection could send out the processors and import the plastic and alloy. Maybe we'll do that. We'll see. No shoppers. Doubt it. How are we doing here? Low skill. Yeah, well, chill out. We need freight going out of business. Yeah, you know what? You can go out of business if you want. B, 2 abandoned buildings. Where are they at? These giant 2. Look at them too. Big old hole in the side there. No shoppers. Yeah, I believe it. Let's dezone you for now. And then we'll watch these come tumbling down. Let's see. What's the best possible view here for this? We don't want the arcology directly behind. Okay, this looks like a pretty good view. That's a pretty well-controlled demolition. Let's try this one. All right, not bad, not bad. Okay, so I think I'll run and keep an eye on this and address problems as they occur. Power 0, water 0, sewage 0. Picking up all the trash and recycling, which is a lot less than it used to be. No fires burned down, no deaths, even though we're not treating anyone yet, according to that. Oh, now we're treating people, okay. No crimes, no criminals. 0 out of 20 students enrolled. And the bus wait time is probably 1 minute. Yeah, it's 12 minutes, and we have 40,000 riders a day. Alrighty. Well, I'm just gonna sort of wait for these high wealth McMansions to turn into little apartment buildings. So I'll catch up back with you when I have an update. Hey, all right, we're starting to get some medium density stuff. That is fantastic. You know what that means, of course, is we're going to have to upgrade our roads. So we'll go high density here, and part of me wonders if we should try and preserve medium and low density anywhere. Like this could stay medium density, right? And then maybe if we just build a low density road far enough away from this, that stuff will fit. Actually, it won't even have to be that far. But whatever, it can be. Okay, get rid of this. Yes. Make sure we draw this road as far as we can. Like this. Okay, and then what were we doing to make sure that our stuff was high? Okay, so this is gonna go, this will go medium, and then this can stay low. And I think that'll be fine. Let's get our land value up. Where's that at? Parks. What were we using here? We were using these. Yes, and then formal and what are these? Fountain plazas. One there and one there. Oh, we don't even need one here. I may have built too many of these. Okay, then we can zone. There, there, and there. Okay, and that'll be medium density. And that'll be medium density. And these can go to high density. In fact, this might be a high density. Yeah, it looks like it is. Very cool. Okay, so now we're getting demand for high wealth commercial, which is a good thing. Although this is high wealth commercial, and they're hiring. Not enough freight shipments. So let's leave it be for now. Where are other abandoned buildings? They're over here. Not enough freight shipments. Not enough freight shipments. So we need more industry probably, right? Is that what I'm hearing? Let's put one here. And we could even put one here. I don't see any reason why not to put that there. Okay. Well, the 0% tax rate is just bringing all sorts of rich people in, isn't it? Population 234. Look, and we got higher visitors too, 64,000 visitors. That's very good. Detail. So workers, we have 3,400 low wealth workers coming in. Still more jobs than they can fill. 1,100 medium wealth workers commuting in. And even 222 high wealth commuters. I don't know where they're coming from, but everyone in our city that wants to work is working, the high wealth people. How do we have 4 low wealth residents? Where are they at? We have shoppers commuting in, and they're all satisfied except for some of the high wealth people. Because there's not enough goods. But I think freight is freight, right? So there's unfulfilled freight orders. There's extra desks. There's a lot of people commuting in for school, though. Tourists, 1,100, 455, 0. Yeah, we don't have any tourist attractions, though, and no homeless. Okay. So probably more industrial. Yeah, these places don't seem to have enough workers. This is just going to create more jobs, too. So Maybe we just need to give it some time and let the arcology do its thing. What are we complaining about here? Workers needed. Some buildings do not have enough workers. Make sure there are enough workers to be able to get to these workplaces. Well, we have bus stops all over the place, right? Yeah. Wonder if I should put more bus stops or not. That's a lot of buses. I mean a lot of buses. We may put another one of these at some point, though. Don't know. Okay, how's education doing? Low skill. Yeah, that's the problem. Doesn't seem like we're teaching very many people for as many commuters as we claim to have. How many train riders do we have a day? 560? You know what? There should be a bus stop down here. In fact, we could put a bus dealie right there. Okay, bus stop. Boom. That should help. I wonder if we need to have bus stops. Like if these should all be split, like put one here, none here, and one here. That might be better. That'd be twice as many bus stops in the city though, so I just don't know. We're gonna let it run for a bit and see what happens. We'll see how high we can get this population full of barely just rich people pretty much. Where are our low wealth residents? That's what I want to know. It's like we accidentally have some somewhere. Isn't there a residential map? Population map. Workers, shoppers, visitors, yada yada. Residential. Happiness, money. Okay, so can we overlay that with like the wealth map? I don't think so. Okay, but do we have any? Yeah, I just don't know where the low wealth people are hiding. Oh, here maybe? Oh. Look at this place. You thought you could escape my notice forever. What the heck is that? Futuristic cop car? You guys happy? Not enough room to increase density. Yeah, I believe it. Okay, well, you know what? We only have high wealth people that live here permanently, so sorry. Go live in the arcology. You'd probably be happier there anyway. Okay, what do we got for? We got 2 abandoned buildings. No shoppers. No shoppers. Those are low wealth commercials. And now they're gone. Total goods, commuting in, unsatisfied, 0, 0. So everyone's satisfied. And we don't have any unsold goods. Total freight, 3840. Total freight orders, 6,906. All right. Whoops. Did not mean to zone on the avenue there. But we do need to zone some more industrial. Clearly. And we'll see how that goes. We could put some here too. Abandoned? Unskilled workers. Maybe we just have too many high-tech factories. Look on here, they're unhappy. No shoppers, going out of business. Now hiring. All right, we may need to add another bus stop, and I'm wondering if we should put it here. I think we probably should. $259 a day. Well, that's not very much, is it? Maybe there would be more if there was more to do here. Like work and shop. Worker shortage. I don't want to hear about it. All right, let's actually let this run a while and see what happens. All right, it is a happy morning here in our Wrangler's Rest city. We've got 1,901 local residents, and they're all high wealth. This place is complaining it doesn't have enough room to increase density. I just don't know if that's true, though. Does it really have to get wider? I don't think so. There. Now do you have enough room? What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and like get rid of this and then hope that this will dual populate. You know what I mean? Maybe, in fact, I don't even have to get rid of it. Maybe I just need to put that there. And this will turn into 2 buildings? I don't know. We'll see. But I'd like to get above... Oh, look. Now we're down to 1897. I'd like to get above 2,000. I'm not sure why these guys aren't going to medium. But anyway. I'm going to keep tinkering with this. Let's check the happiness map real quick. We have got, let's see, can I close you? Yes. We have got, what have we got here? We've got mostly happy buildings. They're all either the like happiest green or the next shade away. So I think we're finding some balance with the commercial and industrial with all the tourists coming in and out. We still just have the 1 bus garage, and it's a 12-minute wait with 54,000 riders per day. How are we doing with trains? Only 132 riders per day, despite the fact that I stuck some stuff down here. So maybe we need some tourist traps. I don't know. In fact, I think that's probably a good idea. Let's see about culture landmarks. Okay, the Arc de Triomphe brings in a lot of people. So we could put that here near the train station. So does there's the one huge thing that does, this guy. Ooh, I wonder if we could fit both. If I stuck, let's see, that goes about to this tree. So if I stuck the arc there, would that get in the way? No, those would fit. And then we could put the Z guy. Oh, that is the Z guy. I guess it's the Leaning Tower of Pisa is the last one there. So let's stick this here. And we'll see how that does. And we'll stick this here. Right next to it. You could leave a little space. Yeah. And then the Leaning Tower of Pisa, I guess, could go here as well. Although maybe we want to stick it up here where the tourists are. Like right in the center of town. Like right here. Right here. Yeah, let's put it right there. High tourist demand. Tourists want to come to your city, but they can't. Because why? Well, the warning went away, so I guess it's no longer true. We're not going to do any stadiums. Attractions are for low wealth folks, right? Or no, low attraction. We could stick a couple of those around, though. Those are kind of funny. Visitors per day, they're all 192. So I'm not sure that's going to do much for us. We should put a house of worship somewhere, though. But yeah, I'll keep tinkering. In fact, let's see if we can... Did this one upgrade yet? No, it says it doesn't have enough room. I don't believe it. We're going to try... Billionaire's Playground. Have 10 high-density, high-wealth buildings in your city. Well... I was going to click and see how many of the dealies we've unlocked. Okay, so So let's get rid of this. And then we're just gonna put in little bits of there, can we build a building there, right? And then build a building here. Now maybe those two will both go high density. We'll see. Let's look at a problem here where we've got this little gap here, and then so then nothing can build here. And that's not all the way over. But yep, we have two buildings here now. That's good, okay. So we'll have to keep monkeying and see what we can do. It's nighttime. I don't know why I'm still talking. I should just be letting it ride. How are our high wealth shops doing, though? They're making a lot of profit. They're closed for the day. They're making a lot of profit. They're closed for the day. So it might be a mistake to put commercial here, but it might be a perfect idea to put residential here. Okay, good. They both fit. I was a little nervous there. We probably shouldn't have put them there. We probably should have put them here, but whatever. And now we can stick in a little more, I bet. That is enough space for a mansion. Beautiful. 3,000 high wealth Sims. Very good. So I'm not really sure what else to accomplish with this city. I don't know. We could put in more high wealth folks. These did finally upgrade to medium. We'd like to go to school again. Go right here. Well, they're making money today. 3,300 today. One tourist out of 275. They lost 1,200 today. But made 436 yesterday. And how's our tower doing here? Ooh, we got a lot of upgrading going on here. I mean, I guess one thing we could do is go to high density. This is all medium density stuff. We'll start with these. Ooh, these are some nice buildings. First time I've seen medium density, medium wealth. Oh, it was a hotel. Right. Now it's going to high density though, of course. Well, these should all be high. There's nothing zoned on them, so I don't know why they wouldn't be. That's already high. This street doesn't need to be here. Freight shipments are making huge profits. Well, they're doing good. Everyone's doing good. People are happy. Look, we got a lot of expansion going on here, too. High wealth, low wealth, high density, commercial. That's what we're getting there, and we're getting some big factories too. I was going to stick a second bus thing here. I ended up sticking this there instead. We may need to upgrade since we have so much high density stuff now. We'll see. If I can get to 5,000 high wealth sims, I think I will consider this city a success. I don't see any reason why I won't. Let's upgrade this low density guy to medium, and upgrade this medium one to high, and then we'll build another street here. Let's see, how much would this cost? 461, right? But we only need to go like 440. Escape, draw, high wealth, low density. More parks. That'll do. Well, 5,000 high wealth and growing. It's pretty crazy. 10,000 low wealth workers commuting in, 3,600 medium wealth, 200 high wealth, along with 1,100 that live here and are working, with still high wealth available jobs. 7,000 shoppers commuting in, low wealth, and 1,300 medium wealth. The freight is very well balanced at the moment. The school commuting doesn't seem to be doing much. Tourism is modest, and homelessness is 0. We're not taxing our rich residents at all, 0%, which helps with the growth, I suppose. And we're still making $11,000 an hour from taxing our industry and commercial. That's pretty good. We got 6,600 high wealth people. And hotels. All because of this. That made almost $12,000 yesterday. That's losing money like crazy. And that started to lose money too. We'll see what happens as the day goes on. The train station is a failure. Maybe it needs to be closer to the action. Maybe this road needs to connect up here. Let's see, how close to the trucks can I get this? Or I could run this right here. Let's see. I just come straight out like this a little bit. And then we do one of these. Can I... Ew. We do have a problem here. We need to turn this a bit. There we go. That may help, it may not. 7,000 rich people. I keep amazing myself with these modest goals. Is that a blimp? It's a lot of motels. What a weird city we've ended up with here. Look at these motels. Beds. Vacancy. Medium wealth vacancy. Cheap beds. The Frugal Motel. For all the people who want to visit the Arc de Triomphe. And then tons and tons of wealthy folks. Okay, well that's gonna about do it, I think, for SimCity Online. Just 2 mega episodes here. We finished with not quite 2 million Sims and over 200 million simoleons. All sorts of bus traffic, a successful arcology. Any other great works in the works? I don't know. If Azure sends me a message and tells me of some great stuff going on in the region that needs to appear on the channel, then maybe I will make another video. Looks like Silicon Flats is doing a lot of processor manufacturing. But yeah, that may be it for this series as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know for now. And that may be it for SimCity for a while on the channel. If you don't like that idea and you feel like you're gonna miss it, let me know, and we could do more SimCity in the future. I do like this game. I tend to play it a bunch and then take some time off and then get into it again and play it a bunch more. So probably going to appear on the channel again in the future at some point. No guarantees, no promises. I am playing City Skylines on the channel now, and I'm new at that game, so I'm looking forward to learning that, and hopefully either maybe you guys will learn it along with me if you're fans of this game and haven't played that, or maybe you'll give me some tips and pointers if you know more about the game than I do. But thanks as always for joining me, and I will see you next time in the basement.